Jay Dyer's debate style is less faith versus reason and more gotcha metaphysics with a side of smug. He leans hard into presuppositional apologetics, the idea that unless you assume God, specifically his God, you can't justify anything: logic, ethics, science, or even serial choices. According to Jay, the atheist is standing on a trapdoor of incoherence while confidently lecturing on gravity. But his position demands a deeper look. Is it really superior, or just better rehearsed? First, his favourite move: you can't get an ought from an is, a philosophical chestnut he uses like a crowbar. But this isn't the fatal blow he thinks it is. Sure, science doesn't tell us what ought to be in a vacuum, but it gives us the means to construct shared ethical frameworks based on reducing harm, promoting flourishing, and increasing cooperation. Real-world values that evolve, just like the humans holding them. Morality isn't handed down from Sinai or bust. Jay scoffs at secular morality, while forgetting that divine command theory runs headfirst into the Euthyphro dilemma. Is something good because God says so, or does God say so because it's good? Either way, it turns ought into because I said so, which is less ethics, more to divine dictatorship. Next, Dyer routinely demands observable evidence from atheists while shielding his own views behind revelation. When his opponent cites archaeology or evolutionary biology, Jay performs epistemological judo. Were you there? Apparently, if you didn't dig up the fossils yourself, you're just another faith-based simp for science. But this standard is laughably unrealistic. By that logic, no one should trust a medical diagnosis, fly on a plane, or use a microwave unless they personally verified quantum mechanics. It's a sleight of hand. Reject empirical consensus unless it leads to God. Otherwise, it's just hearsay. Jay's distrust of modern institutions would be edgy if it didn't conveniently exclude the Church Fathers. Then there's the ultimate move. You've just replaced religion with another authority: science, academia, social consensus. The charge is hypocrisy, but the comparison fails. Scientific consensus is conditional, always up for revision, while Dyer's worldview is inflexible, rooted in ancient metaphysics that disallow falsifiability. In other words, science adapts, theology calcifies. It's ironic. Jay demands atheists justify every belief down to bedrock, while he just says God did it and calls it a worldview. Finally, when cornered, Dyer retreats into solipsistic smugness. Your worldview can't account for meaning, so mine wins by default. But that's not an argument, it's a philosophical ultimatum. Believe in his God or drown in incoherence. He isn't proving God, he's building an escape room where only his key fits. But there are other keys, other exits, and other ways of knowing.